Tales of the Caballos by William H. White. Part 1 of the book is about the early history of the Caballo Mountains. It consists of 4 chapters. Chapter 1 is the Caballo Mountains. Chapter 2, the Spaniards. Chapter 3, Padre Leroux. Chapter 4, Pedro Narvaez. Part 1, Chapter 2, The Spaniards. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and set up proper notifications. No story of the Caballo Mountains would be complete without a thumbnail sketch of the Spaniards as it relates to the mountain. Most of the other stories of this book would not be true if not for the single-minded quest of those amazing Europeans. The Spanish came to the New World with a single goal, and while a few stayed and settled in the new land, most ultimately returned to Spain or simply died here. 4 of 10 Spaniards never survived the hostile environment, with every hand turned against them in the New World. Those who survived went back to Spain in triumph with great wealth and honor. The Spanish came for gold, and they found much gold in the Caballo Mountains. Most of the gold bars still remaining in the mountain were placed there by the Spanish. Of course, the Jesuits played a significant role, as did the Apache, by simply placing the bars back into the mountain when taken. By far, the most concentration of gold bars were made by the Spanish. In many respects, the Spaniards have been given a bum rap by the history books. They're usually seen as slavers and oppressors, but that behavior was the exception to the rule. Most Spaniards learned soon enough that a little silver was usually enough to ensure a hard-working group of natives willing to work for them. This was always the preferred way to complete the mining activities. Another problem facing the Spanish was that every felon and rapist in Spain who wanted to avoid justice could simply sign on for the New World and disappear for 20 years or so. There was an overabundance of unsavory people within the ranks of the Spanish in the New World, and little resistance was used to prevent their misdeeds. This is more likely the reason they were hated so much. For the most part, the Spaniards stayed to themselves and worked the mines. They arrived with all the skills of European civilization, such as metallurgy, carpentry, millwright, blacksmith, and etc., etc. Each expedition was independent and could live off the land while going about their business, and they were formidable fighters. A Spaniard in full armor on horseback was a very difficult opponent to the scantily clad natives. There remain a significant number of Spanish roads on the Caballo Mountain to this day. The amazing thing is that some of the roads are 300 years old or older and can still be used to this date. The main difference between the Spanish and the Europeans who settled North America is that the Spanish never wanted to stay. They only wanted the gold, and I believe that is the ultimate reason of why they were defeated and forcibly removed from the New World.